What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to yet another video about the truck. Now, recently I've gotten some DMs and some messages here on YouTube about my heat. I did mention in the past couple of videos that I've gotten it fixed, and I'm not really 100% sure if I ever actually did a video on how I got it fixed, or if maybe I took that video clip and I just completely forgot to edit it into a video or something like that. So we're going to go over how I actually fixed that. So we're going to start from the very beginning of the whole saga and end with what exactly fixed the problem. As you guys know, I recently went a few months without having any heat in the truck. And I could not, for the life of me, figure out what was causing the issue. I was completely stumped, as well as pretty much anybody else that I asked the question to. Of course, I would ask, what it could possibly be. And, most common answers are going to be the thermostat or your heater core. I got 1,000 responses saying that it was my heater core. I did replace the heater core. That did not solve any issues. And for those of you who do not know where your heater core is located, but your heater core is actually located right here. So right up under this panel, there's 6 screws that you have to remove in order to get that off, and then your heater core is just right there. Then all you have to do is unhook the heater lines from the heater core and just off one tab that holds it on, and then boom, your heater core is out. Another huge issue was mine was not full of antifreeze, so I'm like, okay, that's a little weird. It's not full of antifreeze. So then I went and, of course, replaced the thermostat. When I did my water pump, I also did the thermostat, and that didn't help anything. I unplugged the hoses, so you've got this heater hose coming down here, and you've got a second heater hose that also goes into the water pump, I think, or the bottom of the block, I don't remember. And, I wanted to make sure if those were clogged up or not. Those weren't clogged up, so they were completely fine. I was just really stumped. I had no idea, so I went after that and replaced the actual AC control panel. And when I say AC control panel, I'm talking about this guy right here. So that whole thing's brand new. I haven't put my express band knobs on it yet. That's why it looks, completely stock. So I replaced that, thinking maybe it wasn't getting a signal to change it over to heat. Nope, that didn't work. After that, I went and checked my actuators. All my actuators were working. The blend door actuator, it was working. Then I started to think maybe it was just broken off where the actual blend door is. And, before I got that far, I had my dad with me, and we were looking, just kind of looking around, kind of trying to figure out the problem of the fact that it didn't seem like the antifreeze was getting to the heater core. And I don't know if anybody else has had this same issue or something similar, but the antifreeze seemed to be stopping like right over here. It wasn't getting through anywhere. It wasn't getting to the heater core through this hose. And so you just looking at it, and we ended up finding this. This little hose had this kink in it right here. I have no idea how this hose got like this. I have no idea why it was replaced with this specific type of hose. All I do know is that obviously this is not going to allow your antifreeze to go through and get to where it needs to go. This hose belongs right here. So this little bypass hose right here on the top of the water pump. So you've got this is one of your heater hoses, and you've got the bypass hose right here. That little bypass hose was right here. It was kinked up like that, not letting fluid get past it to my heater hose to get to my heater core. All that money spent and all that, trying to diagnose it, trying to problem solve, and it ended up being a simple $12, 5-inch piece of bypass hose. So if you guys are having the same kind of issue, I would definitely make sure you check that little bypass hose right there and see if it might possibly be clogged up or anything, because that's going to cause a whole world of issues. Replace that hose on problem 100% solved. The heat in the truck is as hot as it needs to be. Yeah, that's guys, that's how I fixed that. So hopefully if you have any issues with your heat, You could look at that and you might have the same problem. I'm not saying that's going to be the same for everybody, but somebody may have the similar type of issue that I did, and this could save you a whole headache of trouble. While we are on the subject of the heating and all the AC controls and everything, I do want to show you what I did as far as like the Chevy Express knobs go. I'm pretty sure I uploaded a video forever ago when I actually first did this. I saw that a bunch of people were doing it on GMT400.com and the GMT400 Facebook page, so I decided to go ahead and give it a try. Chevy Express knobs right there. And a lot of people ask, where do you get these? And my answer for pretty much everything is Amazon or eBay. I believe they're only about $2, maybe $3 a piece. But if you want to grab them from a dealer, they're going to be probably $10 to $12 a piece. So I definitely recommend getting them online. I will show the part number here in just a second. I believe I do still have the box, but it just upgrades it and kind of modernizes it in here just a little bit, from those stock knobs to some better looking knobs with the chrome rings around them. So that's really why I did it, just to have a nice little upgrade. Save you guys some time. Here is the part number for the Chevy Express van knobs. I think it just comes, it comes just one per box. So you'll want to order 3 of those guys. And I don't exactly know how to upgrade the headlight knob, because I've been wanting to put the headlight, something different in the headlight switch. And these guys aren't going to work because the backs of them are different as far as where it hooks onto. Okay, so the easiest way I found to do these, especially being brand new, without tearing a bunch of your surrounding plastics off, but get you a pair of pliers, just a regular set of pliers, grab hold of the middle, and you'll probably end up tearing your knobs up, but that's okay because we are upgrading. That first one came off pretty easy, but they just pop straight out just like that. That way you can put your Express van knobs back. If you take a look at the back side of the Express van knobs, they have the same exact cutout as what you just pulled off. So here's the back side of one of the stock knobs. So same exact little cutout, and all you have to do is match that cutout up with how your other one came out, and just push it in, and it just pops right in place just like that. And now that all that is done, you have removed your knobs. There they are. Everything's completely lit up. Like I said, this little line right here is the only thing that lights up on these knobs. So I'll turn those off, turn them back on, and there you go. It's pretty much an instant visual upgrade. Very quick way to make the truck look a lot better and a little bit more modern as far as the inside goes. And it's really honestly one of the favorite things that I've done as far as the interior goes to the truck, even though I don't really have too many interior mods. I've got the LEDs in the gauge cluster, which those are just 6 194s, and the LEDs back here in the HVAC, which are, I think there's 4 or 5 74s. So you'll put 74s in the HVAC and 194s in your gauge cluster. So yeah, this video is kind of a little 2-in-1. Basically, how I fixed my heat was that little bypass hose. So keep an eye out for that if you're having heating issues on your truck. And then this Chevy Express knobs is also a great upgrade for the inside of your truck. It makes your HVAC cluster look just twice as good as it did before. I like the way that they feel and everything versus the stock knobs that come on the truck from the factory. So definitely do that. I will try to find a link to those knobs from Rock Auto, and I will put it down below in the description box. That way you guys have some easy access to it. And that pretty much takes care of that, guys. I do appreciate the comments that I got about the heat and everything that helped me put this video together. So we've got another video out, kind of hopefully helping everybody else. And if you have any heating issues, like I said, be sure to check that hose. It's something so simple that I looked over several times, and many people did not even think about at all. Nobody ever suggested it. So that's, hopefully putting this out there will help a lot of you guys out if you're having the same type of issues. Other than that, guys, feel free to subscribe. Feel free to like or dislike the video. Let me know what you want to see in the next video. And follow me down below on Instagram. All that will be posted down in the description box. As always, we will see you next time, and take care.